everyone. Last time we checked in, we were talking about how you can take either repeating or terminating decimals and write them in either their fraction or mixed number form. So today we're going to use this skill as we work to get both repeating and terminating decimals into their correct spots on the number line. And so we really want to be very precise about how we do this. I don't just want us to estimate a spot, I want us to have thought through and shown some work about where these numbers would go. So on my number line here, you can see the numbers are really small. So I encourage you to always, on all your number lines, at least put 0 nice and big so that you can see where it goes in all those spots in case you lose track. All right, so let's do it. First number we're going to plot precisely on the number line is 3.2. 3.2. So I know it's more than 3 units away from 0. It's that 0.2 more, but I want to show that as precisely as I can. So I'm going to think about 3.2 as take it from its decimal form to its mixed number form, because we are all now experts at putting those on the number line. So in mixed number form, the 3 holes will stay the same, and I need to change 2.2 into its fraction form. So 0.2 is 2/10. So 3.2 will be 3 2/10. And before I go anywhere putting it on the number line, I'm going to see if I can simplify my fraction, because the more I simplify, the fewer lines I'll have to draw. And I notice that top and bottom of this fraction can be simplified by 2. So 3.2 is 3 2/10 is equivalent to 3 1/5. So let's put 3 1/5 on the number line. We're really good at this. Last week we looked at how we can put that on the number line. 3 1/5 means 3 complete units over, and then, because we're positive moving this way, and then 1/5 of the way over here. So I'll take my space between 3 and 4, and I'll break it into 5 equal pieces, fifths. When I create my fifths, I'll draw 4 lines to do so. And to plot my number, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then one of these little fifths over. When I label this number on the number line, I'll use what they gave me, 3.2, to show that's exactly where it goes. You could also plot this as 3 2/10, but then I would have had to show 10 equal spaces on the number line, which is more work. All right, let's look at another one. 1.7 precisely on the number line. So 1.7 is a positive number. We know it's going to go over here. It's 1.7 repeating. Oh, we can't forget that repeating. That's going to change things for us. So in this case, I really couldn't just, I can estimate where it's going to go, but to be very precise, I need to put it into its fraction form. So let's translate 1.7 to its fraction form. Well, because there's a hole here, we're going to use a mixed number so that we have 1 and 1 hole in each. And then I'm going to think for my fraction part, that 7 is written in the 10ths place, but it's being repeated, so I need to use 1 less than the 10th place, which would be 9. So 1.7 repeating would translate to 1 7/9. Before I start plotting, I want to think, okay, can I simplify? Check. No, I cannot. I'm ready to put this on the number line. So thinking back to last week, I know that I'm moving in the positive direction 1 full unit, and then I need to move 7/9 of the way over to 2. To create my ninths, I will first make thirds, And then I'll cut each of those into 3 pieces, using 8 lines total to make 9 spaces. And then I'll count away from 0. 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ninths. Right there. When I go to put that on the number line, I'll do 1.7 repeating, because that's the number they asked for. Even though we know it's equivalent to 1 7/9, that's what they want to see written on a number line. That's where it goes. All right, one last number to put on the number line. -4 and 3/10. So make sure you mark where 0 is, because our number line is different in this one. It shows more negative numbers, -5, -4. They're very small written, but we can see them. So I know that -4.3 repeating, that's what I'm trying to do. So that's gonna be in the negatives, somewhere over here. And it's gonna, when I translate it into its mixed number form, it's gonna keep that -4 as its wholes. And I'm gonna think, okay, it's gonna be -4 and 3. It was written in the 10th place, but it's a repeater, so we do it ninths, one less than the 10th place. -4 and 3/9. Before I start going to put it on my number line, I wanna check, can I simplify? And I'll notice that 3/9 can simplify top and bottom by 3. So this is equivalent to -4 and 1/3. That's gonna be the easiest one of these two fractions to graph, so that's why we translate it into that equivalent form. So -4 and 1/3 is gonna be -1, 2, 3, 4 units over, away from 0, so I'll draw my little jumps. And then that next space I break up into 3 equal pieces. -1, -2, -3, -4, and 1 more third over is where this number should go. When I write it on the number line, I'm gonna write it as the form it was given to me in, even though I know that these are all equal to each other. I'm gonna write -4.3 repeating above that dot. So your job for today, on the next page, page 4, you will see that there are 3 decimals that I want you to plot very precisely on the number line, using what you know about how decimals and mixed numbers or fractions can be written in equivalent forms. When you're done, you're going to check in with Ms. McClellan, see that you got those right answers, and I look forward to seeing you soon.